Well, it's been a hot minute since the last part, I know about that, but don't worry, we are continuing. It's a nice hot summer day, and it's been a while since I've played as well. But okay, we have the Brilliant Brew ready, nice. Well, last time we left off just after defeating the Butcher of the Thorns family mansion, and we are descending down into the Machinarium, where we still have the quest of repairing the lift. So let's continue. I won't really bother you with any details or whatever. Just know that we are continuing and we will finish the guide, so... Okay, here we can stash some things. I didn't play for a while, so I might be a little bit rusty. But... I should get into the way of things very quickly. Okay, so here after you defeat the Butcher, you will get into this giant vault where there is a very cool set. You get the whole set of the Triumphant armor, which I think I've mentioned before like twice because it's really good and I always use it to fill up my old pieces. So I think I'm not actually gonna use these pants though, because I kinda prefer these ones. But I am definitely replacing the helmet. Yep. I can't really replace the chest piece because I have the quiver, but I think the Ornate bracers are quite on par with the Triumphant, though the Triumphant does give a lot more stats. As you can see, it has 10 health and everything. I'm still gonna keep it. I'm gonna stash it into my hideout later. But I think the pieces like this work fine. I kinda want the 20% speed. Makes me really fast, but not too fast. And here we are in the mechanism. Oh, I don't have any night vision, so that's kinda unlucky. And I kinda have to get used to my combos. Some calamities. Thankfully the game shouldn't be too difficult at this point. There will be one more big difficulty spike towards the end game. But other than that we should be rather okay. Oh, I also still have this. Can definitely use that. Yeah, this area is pretty annoying for what it is. Slaver. Okay, it's finally down. And Lawrence. Here we can pull the lever. To spawn some more adversities. We can just use the Rivers of Blood here. A little bit of heal. Oh, I lost my lens. Here it is. Yeah, I really like the Rivers of Blood AoE. It also has a pretty decent cooldown. Like, it's always ready when I kinda want it to be ready, so... Yeah, Rivers of Blood, kinda goated actually. So this area is a bit intricate. It's a little bit of a brick maze. There's a lot of enemies everywhere. How am I with ammo? Okay, solid. Oh, well, there's even more. It's no problem. Okay, there's some... Oh, wait, some Empire there. Okay, Rivers of Blood time. Where's this guy? Can actually probably use this here. Why not? It'll give me some more DPS, like so. The Servitor. Okay. Well, that's a Warhammer reference, and that's actually a very solid trinket. I don't even remember this one. Minus 4 health, I think that's fine actually. Yeah. I mean, why not? Those are some crazy stats. And we only lose like 4 HP. Some more rooms over here. Skill Watcher, that's a shield. Yeah, there is some exotic items in here. There's gonna be some more enemies for sure. There is a blood moment. Clear this out a little bit. Yeah, I should have pretty crazy melee by now. I have a lot of buffs to my melee damage. I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, there's just empty chests, it's all bait. We can open a shortcut here. And this is the actual right path, so let's get over here. There's a golem, that's pretty rare enemy. Oh, I saw the arrow that was refunded. Yeah, I have a lot of melee damage, I should just start stabbing at this point. Oh, music. Kind of getting damage here. Yeah, I mean, can't quite one-shot unspeakables at all, but still very solid melee damage. And here we just run. Get back to the maintenance access. And we are all the way back here. And a little sneaky shortcut like so. I got another gapple. And stash our stuff. Get rid of this. Probably get rid of this as well actually, why not? And we can finally go up the lift. Alright, and now we are at Dimension Apex. We've got another Book of Skill. Let's get... I think we'll get Onslaught. So here's the second main boss. The Shadowman Taronto. And from here we will get the second gemstone. We are pretty much at the top of the mansion now, and here's the arena. This boss is a little bit buggy, but it's absolutely fine to just kill him. Even though there is a bit of bugs going on. Okay, let's just go through the dialogue, and here we go. It will take a while for him to show up. It's just some wounds. There's a blood moment. And here he is. I don't think Taronto is like overly difficult. I think he's definitely one of the easier bosses. But he has some cool attacks. Yeah, I always don't know where the hell he teleports. It's weird. I checked the code so many times and it all seems fine. But he just seems to teleport nowhere. Also, don't worry about his armor health bar bugging out, that's normal. Yeah, but he just doesn't move. Yeah, there he is. I don't know why he does that. I think they were supposed to be spawning some goons, but they just never come, so I don't know. Oops, here's my bonus arrow. Yeah, I guess sometimes I execute the combo so quickly. I get the arrow before the Lancer turns. Yeah, I think he was supposed to spawn some enemies. I don't know why it doesn't work properly. Also, what's the tick rate like? It's 10-11, that's normal. Bro, it feels a little bit laggy. Okay, there he is. I can combo him now. Oh, that was a lot of damage. I just exploded. Okay, one more round. The second phase is much better. This boss has two phases. This first phase is a bit of a sleeper because of this bug. The second phase is much better though. He gains a very, very fun special attack. There he is. Oh, I'm gonna eat another Gappo. That was a nice long cue actually. That was not intended. There we go. That's first phase done. Now for the second. Yeah, this is the attack. He will start spawning like shadow clones behind you. And they will damage you if you just stand there, so watch out. And he just ate a ton of damage from that volatile attack again. Yeah, I don't know, something is wrong with the volatile property, where you explode sometimes, because I feel like it does way too much damage for some reason. Yeah, and in this phase he actually does spawn those ghosts, so I don't know what's wrong. Okay, can get on. I'll watch out for this. But we can deal with him pretty swiftly. He's considerably tankier in the current patch though. So this wasn't exactly a correct representation of the boss right now, because he's like 50% tankier in the newest update. Which I don't know if it's good or bad, because, well, I mean the sleeper phase is still the same, so I don't know. But it is boss, bit buggy. Cool boss, but buggy. Alright, we got the gem. Here is the Eternal Phalanx, which is a very cool spell for the Templar. Unfortunately, I pay Ranger, so... And this is more of a witch item, though I think anyone can equip this, yep. It still grants you Royal and Second Chance is cool, because you gain a massive shield when you reach critical life, and critical life, I think, is anything under 4 hearts. Though it can bug out a little bit, where if you quit the map and respawn, it respawns you with like 3 or 4 hearts. So you will actually trigger the effect, but it's fine, because you can just, it will just reignite. And now we enter Act 5. So there is a little bit left before we truly leave the mansion. We first get into the sanctuary here. And we finally have both of the gemstones needed to open the hold, which was the ultimate objective of this whole journey. We have a lot of dialogue, and here we are in Act 5. We need to cut back to Velateria through the ramparts and unlock the hold. Finally. And here we are in a considerably nicer place. We are in the sanctuary. This area, even though it doesn't have that much like lore significance or isn't that interesting, I still think it's like a beautiful, calm place where you can catch your breath, you know? Chill out. I like it here. It also has one of the nicer side dungeons, because in here, I'll just go stash my stuff. There is nothing to stash. Here, if you go into this house, there's also a bit to explore. You have some bread, some shit items, but you also have a very secret trapdoor over here, which you can access, and here is a treasure chest with the Praise of Protection chestplate, which is for witch only, but I think it's a very, very solid chestplate. You might not want to miss that out. If you have a lot of health, and you can sacrifice the 6 points of health for the chestplate, it's very good. It's the price for protection, sir. Okay, so here we have a hideout access. I will actually go there. because I wanna stash these. I will probably put them on the armor stand, why not? Can put it on, well, this one here. But for now I'm gonna go back, because you actually can't access the vaults yet. You have to get out of dimension, and the sanctuary still doesn't count as getting out of dimension, so... Alright, let's go to the side dungeon first. Another Gapple, very nice. So here you can enter the forest altar. Well, I didn't want to pay that, but I accidentally clicked it, whatever. But when I clicked it, let's see it. It contains a full set of unbreakable armor, very nice. It has a totem summon and a ranger bow. And the ranger bow, yeah, we're gonna get to that. I think that's gonna be one of my main weapons after I get it. I might replace it with the automat actually. Or replace the automat with it. Reverse of blood moment. Oh wait, that's a berserker. That was actually a bit weaker. Let's get rid of that man, alright. Thank you, sir. Potions, tomahawks, arrows, I need that. And here we can cleanse this altar. Some books of skill, gold. I'll take that actually. I think we just go melee, more melee. Alright. Well, we can pull the lever, why not? It will open the center room, but first let's cleanse this shrine. Let's get the gapper for this. Reverse of blood moment for sure. Get rid of the cultists and the impaler. The impaler is gonna be a problem. Maybe this is a totem moment actually. Wow, that was close. Alright, got him. Alright. There's a berserker somewhere? No. But there's more. Okay, the totem has some crazy value here. Oh, they are lined up perfectly. Alright. Get destroyed. Damn, look at the totem value. It still shoots. Damn, that was nice. Okay, so what do I get? I got a book of skill and money. Let's get even more onslaught. Let's stash those. 2 rare gems from that encounter, very nice. Though I don't think I will need the money anymore. I'm kinda not interested in buying anything anymore. Okay, now we can explore the other half. Dungeon. And that was very, very loud. Yeah, these are all completely new enemies, by the way. All these rotten skeletons. They are completely new. Not unique to this dungeon, though, we will see more of them. I mean, of course we will. Those are the Outlanders. They use some pretty sick models. The Bone Colossus I'm pretty sure is new as well. We've only been meeting the normal Ravager. So here is the Undead Ravager, and this guy actually throws axes. It's very fun. See? I mean, it was kinda hard to spot, but he's throwing axes. That also took me a while to go. That's a berserker. Get rid of him. Get away from me, sir. Alright. Yeah, I'm like kinda tanky, but not too tanky. Like I can die, I can definitely die. I have to be a bit careful, but okay, I have a universal solution for this. Whoa! Ha! Got him. Zack. And here is the totem. This is the Bulwark totem, which slams the ground. It will launch enemies into the air, and it also casts a resistance aura. It's definitely not bad if you're playing a team. If you're playing a trio and you have like a Templar or something, and he's playing the support, well, this is gonna enhance his support role even further. Here is a pretty sick set, the Warband set. I don't think I need any of this though, because I kind of think the Triumphant is better. But since there was only one Triumphant set and there could be up to 3 players, then this is the second set you definitely don't want to miss. But okay, we can go into the center room. That there is the last fight of this dungeon, and for me the biggest reward of this dungeon. Which is this shrine right here. Let's cleanse it. Do I have my totem ready? I do. There's gonna be some value right here. Oh, here's the Thaumaturge. There's a lot of stuff going on. The Thaumaturge is like a buffer. He's buffing all of the other enemies in various ways. He's quite tanky, so definitely wanna try to get rid of him. You can also lag the game quite a bit if there's a lot of enemies, so I guess that's one debuff. Where is it? Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Okay, they're all dead. So now, when I cleanse this, I can go into the open sarcophagus and acquire the Phantasmagoria, which is a sick bow. I'm not gonna tell you anything about it, I'm just gonna use it. So what it says on the tin is that it fires a cursed projectile that will cause bleeding, okay? But if it hits a monster, it splits into 4 additional projectiles, and we will see that in action very, very soon. Because I have the perfect place to use it. I'm gonna stash all of this. And here if we proceed just a bit further, we will have another shrine. There's a lot of corruption shrines here. Now we can get to use it. Get the Gecko. Let's see it. See, you can create like a huge waves, projectiles everywhere, and it will just pierce everything in its path. It doesn't have the fastest fire rate ever, but the cleansing potential is crazy. If you're hitting your shots well and the enemies are lined up, then you will deal a lot of damage. Look at this. Yeah, the split was seen there very nicely. Yeah, like it doesn't have the highest flat damage per se. For sure not, but it clears so nicely. And it's so satisfying to use. Here we go. Destroyed the altar, and I accidentally grabbed the Ring of Earthquake. So got a jewel. The Ring of Earthquake, definitely don't skip it if you're playing Templar, because that's that will empower your overhead slams. But we've also got the new Tome of Mastery, which basically gives you +1 to everything, including Mercy, which is a legacy stat that still exists in the game, but the passive point tree doesn't give it anymore. It used to give you an option to also buff your HP, but then I removed it because it was getting too easy. The spell damage of the enemies couldn't keep up with your increasing health, so I kinda tied it to items only and Tomes of Mastery, so that's basically the lore behind that decision if you played both the beta and this version. Okay, so here's the mention that I've just left, and we can continue into the ramparts in the next episode. So have fun, see you there.